So like, like a week ago or so, how like they announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they didn't like show any gameplay, but they just showed like the main like picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
People were really like fucking hyped about it, and they said like, oh, like May 7th is a gameplay trailer, right? But the thing is, when they released the gameplay trailer on May 7th, there's barely any gameplay
There was
in the
none
trailer.
actually.
There was none. It
it,
literally just showed the continues,
it was like maybe rendered in engine, so it looked like
yeah.
the characters you might see, but other outside of that, it wasn't like they
Like,
it was just cinematic.
mm-hmm.
Like it was like something you'd see in the game,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Uh,
gameplay. There's no gameplay involved.
no, yeah, exactly. It was literally like, congratulations, you just showed us the same graphics like your other two games had, like
Yeah,
the other two like RPG Assassin's Creed games
it
had.
looked
Like,
nice though. But
I mean, yeah, it looked pretty good.
yeah.
It showed like two things, like him, like the main character, like jumping off someone,
Mm-hmm.
and then like him like blowing a horn, and then that was really about it.
Mm.
You
So
know.
so what is it? What I've been seeing is people say like, so the game is smaller, like, is what they've said. Like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
generally smaller. I've seen some people say that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad
Mm,
thing. I think
yeah.
because
No.
because my experience is with like Origins. Uh, Origins was just too big, and that's not even as big as Odyssey. Like Odyssey is like
Mhm.
way bigger, and I didn't even play that.
Yeah.
But Origins I got kind of tired of after like 10, 15 hours.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with Origins is like Origins was at least like the Assassin's Creed team. They were trying to do something fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the games are like the past like few games like Syndicate and Unity were not that good at all. And they people got really fucking pissed at them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, we gotta step up our game and like delay the game by year, give us some more time to work with it. And that's what they did with the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Great,
Yeah.
it's like 2 years since Odyssey.
Yeah, I kind of like the smaller scope because, I mean, there's less, but you can flesh
Yeah,
out more of it, and it's
yeah,
more interesting. And I don't feel like doing a bunch of side quests all the time, just to
no,
like.
yeah,
And
exactly.
I don't know if I read this right, but I think they're getting maybe rid of the leveling system. Either that or they're
Uh,
changing up the gear. I forgot, but
really?
it's one
I
of the.
heard they're doing something different, but
Oh,
still
yeah,
gonna be
it's
an
the gear. It's
RPG.
the gear. So they're like turning it into more like everything is more what is it? Each item more unique, I guess. And
Oh yeah, I heard about
you
that.
can level it up as you go, so you're not constantly finding new gear or gear that looks the same.
I
Um,
don't know like how they would make each item unique. I feel like it's gonna be like kind of like I don't know. Like I'll kind of see that when I believe it. They might do some like like some lazy stuff with that. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'd love it if they did like what Borderlands has, where every item is like generated as you play.
Yeah.
It's just this crazy looking spears and stuff.
The thing is with Borderlands, some of those guns like look like almost the same. It's just like they just do like a different type of damage or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
So like I mean, but there are a lot of like really cool guns in Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like I would say I think they're probably gonna release the next Assassin's Creed game. Like next year, right? Since they do like two games, then take a year break, then do two games. I think that's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping
Mm-hmm.
they said the next Assassin's Creed game, like after Valhalla, and like fucking like Japan,
That'd be
and you can be
cool.
like a samurai assassin.
I
Do
feel like
not tell.
everyone wants that, and they probably just won't give it to people.
It's like the biggest slam dunk possibly, and it's like there's a big resurgence, and I am kind of like samurai video games lately,
Mm-hmm.
because we had a Neo, right, and then Sekiro came out. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. That was a really good game by FromSoft, and then they just released Neo 2, right? And then in July now, Ghost of Tsushima is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's another like samurai type game, except that game's a lot more grounded
Mm-hmm.
without like special powers that the other games had. But like I'm thinking like Japan's like games set in Japan are definitely making like a bigger comeback, I would say.
Yeah, I mean the setting's pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, that's for sure.
There's a lot they can
And
do with it.
yeah, and the craziest part for me about the Assassin's Creed Valhalla reveal is that the main villain would be King Alfred, and
Yeah.
and we know that King Alfred is a big part of the show The Last Kingdom.
Wow, sick segue.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's I want to see how they do him because sometimes he
yeah,
really bothered me in the way he was portrayed in the Last Kingdom, and sometimes it was like, God, he's so true to himself. Ah.
yeah. No, I'm very hip. Like, I feel like they're gonna make him like a Templar in some way in Assassin's Creed, you know.
Mhm.
But like in the
Oh,
actual what?
there's a like, what is it in when you think like sometimes if you go back and you look at it, like sometimes the assassins are just like actually bad guys. Uh,
Yeah.
I can't I don't remember where it was, but like in a lot of them, it's just the Templars are kind of trying to get some amount of order or something like that, and then here comes the assassins like busting through, just killing people indiscriminately, like.
No, yeah, they're honestly the two sides. They're like honestly two sides of the same coin. You know,
Mhm.
like it's actually a very interesting perspective. Like I remember they made one Assassin's Creed game where you could be a Templar. You know, that was pretty cool.
Was that Syndicate?
No, that was Assassin's Creed Rogue, which
Oh.
came out for like the 360 when I think it was Unity. It came out exclusively for the PS4 and Xbox One. So they're like, okay, let's make a game for the past generation consoles,
Mm.
and then they created Rogue.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I played a little bit of
Yeah.
Unity, and even in like 2019, it was buggy. Like it,
It was complete shit.
yeah,
I
like
hated that
it had
game.
a terrible launch, and then even now, it's still like not in the best shape.
Yeah, I mean, they had a good idea in making it. Like the co-op part looks so cool, but
Hmm.
I never even played that just because like once people got it and realized how buggy it was, everyone stopped playing it at once. You know,
Yeah,
so it's like,
I played two. I played Assassin's Creed 2 before that because I was the only one with
mm,
Ezio that I didn't get to play. But that one was
really,
really
yeah,
good. So what is
yeah,
it? So going back to like Valhalla is when they say like smaller is worse. I don't agree with that at all.
mm-hmm.
When because I saw somebody was talking about it where it was like they're cutting content. I don't think they're cutting content
No, they're
necessarily
not.
because the content is stuff you'll never play.
Yeah, it's like
So
you
what's the
know, like,
point in having it in the
mm-hmm.
game if nobody's gonna play it and it's kind of low
Yeah,
quality?
no, like the Ezio games, like playing in like Italy or like Constantinople, it feels so rich,
Also, I cared about the character. I
yeah,
haven't like
exactly.
cared about most of these characters since him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the only character I ever really cared, like that I cared about after Ezio was probably Connor Kenway, Assassin's Creed
Mhm.
3.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people give that game like shit,
You mean
but
four?
I
Black Flag?
know Assassin's Creed 3, the
Oh,
one with
the.
with like the Revolutionary War.
Oh, yeah. See, I played that one too. I didn't think it was that bad. I hated the terrain though. The
I
terrain did
thought
not work for an Assassin's Creed
I don't
game.
know. I thought it was a good game though, a good Assassin's Creed
No, it wasn't
game.
bad.
It was really epic, like being in like the battles.
Mhm.
When like men are shooting each other, just like running in the middle of battle with like cannons firing, the city being destroyed in the background. Like
I
it
played
looks
that
so
so long
cool.
ago. I don't remember anything about it.
Really,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. And then like the very end, like you have to like kill your father and everything. It's like one of like the assassination, and that was crazy.
What is it? It was he had a Native American name and they just completely dropped it for was it Conway
Well,
was his name?
Kenner, yeah, Conway, I think.
Yeah, I just find
No,
that funny.
Connor.
Connor. Oh, okay. I just find that funny.
No,
Like
it's Kenway, I think, right?
I
Yeah, I
don't
think it's
remember. It was so long
Kenway.
ago. But either way, they
Yeah.
gave him this like really complex Native American name, and then they just dropped it for something else.
Well, the thing is, though, is that he didn't live in his village for too terribly long. Like
Hmm.
after like his mom died, I think he went to go see that one guy that would train him becoming an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and then he just adopted that name because like the Native Americans were, like very discriminated against. You know what I mean? Like if he
Mm-hmm.
like went out and saying like his like Native American name, he would get kind of pissed. Even though his style clothes was like Native American like though.
Oh yeah, a
So
lot of inspiration from that.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, I still really enjoyed that game though.
Yeah, Black Flag was really good too, but I kind of got a
Uh,
little bit bored of it towards the end.
I mean, the thing with Black Flag, it was like it was a pretty good game, but it wasn't a good Assassin's Creed game, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much what everyone says. It's a good game, but like most of these now aren't Assassin's Creed anymore. It's just different periods of time, and they just kind of slap assassins
No,
to
yeah,
it.
that's why people really got mad at us because it wasn't even Assassin's Creed game. Literally, there was a
Mm-hmm.
DLC that released after the game that showed like how the first hidden blade was made. Like, imagine Assassin's Creed game with no hidden blade.
Oh, it
That's
wasn't
just
in it at all.
crazy. It wasn't in the main game.
Oh my
The
god,
It's first like shown like in a DLC that you have to buy that you have to pay
that's
extra
crazy.
for.
Yeah, Origin didn't
Yeah.
feel like an Assassin's Creed game because I played it right after two, and I went to Origins and
hmm
I was like,
Well,
it feels like a completely different game, you know?
doesn't it still have some Assassin's Creed
It's
aspects?
still like you still do like the stealth assassin stuff, but I don't know. In other games, I didn't feel like the combat was the most important thing. I felt like the
hmm
stealth and the environment around you in which you played through was more important. But in that one, it was
Yeah.
definitely like trying to get people, trying to kill them, and then the big combat with a bunch of enemies. And if you missed one guy, it's like 40 other guys, and you die immediately.
Yeah.
It
The
was,
thing,
yeah,
like, well, the combat was a lot more challenging though. Like, and the other Assassin's Creed game, you just counter and then you just immediately kill them. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. It was, yeah. I don't like how simple that was, but yeah, yeah, that was really
Like,
simple.
shit got real when when you counter and you just couldn't kill them
Oh yeah, it
instantly.
was like,
You're
oh
like,
jeez,
oh
this big guy, oh, what
yeah.
he throws me back when I go to hit him. Oh Jesus, I actually have to
I'm like,
try
oh
now.
jeez, I have to attack him 3 times instead of one.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I have to wait
I
for
mean,
his attack 3 times,
yeah.
and then as soon as he does it, I then hit him. Okay, now I do it again 2 more times.
Like, one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games is definitely Assassin's Creed Revelations. Like the final Ezio
That
game.
was
Like,
the
oh
best
my,
one. That's
you
hands
think
down.
so?
I like that one for the story, but Brotherhood
Yeah,
probably, if you just want to look at gameplay, was probably the best.
yeah. I just love the story when like at the very end when like Yusuf dies and you and all of the assassins just go and attack the Templar base. That's my favorite Assassin's Creed mission
Hmm.
by far. It's
Oh
just
my
like the
god,
most.
two had the best ending ever because you end up having a boxing match with the Pope.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
the great.
true.
I was trying to finish the game and I was like, is this seriously happening? Am I really having a boxing match with the Pope right now? And then you
Yeah.
beat him up. You don't even kill him. He's just there laying unconscious. And no, he's not even unconscious. He's just kind of hurt while you go over and do this. Like they introduce like the whole like
Like Apple of
previous
Eden.
species that like
Oh
created. I
yeah.
was like, oh
I
my
honestly really
god.
like that stuff.
I know, but right after having a boxing match with the Pope is a bit
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know. I really like that deep lore of like the previous civilization stuff like that. I thought that
Yeah.
was like the coolest shit ever. And then like with
And it's just
like
completely dropped it.
with like
Ple-
Desmond and
yeah.
like that animus limbo and stuff like that. Like
I
that.
see those are the only I think the only out of um like non like you have your assassin and then you have your real world people.
Mhm.
Those were probably the only good ones. After that, I couldn't care less what they were doing.
Oh yeah, that's facts. I'm honestly very surprised they never did like a modern Assassin's Creed game where you play like
They
only
gave
as
up with their
Desmond.
yeah, they gave up with their like big story. I think there were like several Assassin's Creed where they just never mentioned the Apple of Eden or any of that stuff ever again. And then like I swear to God, in the beginning of Origins, and I didn't play it all the way through, so it might be what it was. But in the beginning of Origins, there's some guy with what looks like the Apple of Eden beating some guy up. So I
Yeah.
think that might be it.
Oh,
But I
and
didn't play far
also
enough.
Awesome Revelations when you get to play as Altair. Oh my god, those scenes were so
It
cool. Like,
also has the best trailer ever.
I'm so hip. Dude, I was having a debate with a friend, and he said Assassin's Creed 3 had a better cinematic trailer than Revelations. I'm like, no, Revelations
It's
easily has the
literally
best
impossible.
one.
That it has the best song, it has the best
Best song,
character,
yeah.
it has the best story because you know what the hell is happening.
And it's like great fight choreography,
Yeah, and even
you know.
even when he's old, he's still kicking ass. And then
I
even when he's
know.
not, and he's captured, and he goes, you see the fucking ghost of I think it was Altair, and he just
Yeah.
jumps off. I was like, oh, that's so awesome.
No, yeah. It's easily my favorite cinematic trailer, I think, of all time.
Yeah, but I like Brotherhood
Like,
because it had the other
oh
assassins
yeah,
you can
like the
control.
assassins,
That was
yeah.
so cool. I'd just be like,
The
go get that guy. And go get him.
Yeah, no, it's cool when you're able to like control the assassins, like tell them to like murder that guy and stuff like
I
that. You
feel like
know.
Assassin's Creed games are too big to not have like some small side like management thing like that.
Hmm.
Like your game is freaking massive. You can't
The thing
tell me
is,
I can't like at least set something up like whatever
yeah,
it might
I
be
know.
different in different games, but they don't all have to be like brotherhoods.
I mean, I know Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you'll be able to have like your own like settlement and build stuff, but I really wonder if it's gonna be like your
It's
own like
like a hub.
assassins, like Creed,
It's gonna
like
be
all these
probably like a
people.
hub, you know, like where you go
Yeah,
and you upgrade it to get better gear and stuff like that.
but like, yeah, I'm just wondering if the people that you're fighting with will actually be assassins and not just like regular Vikings. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't even think he knew he was an assassin. He kept
I mean, no, he had a hidden
I know,
blade,
but
so
like
he
he referred
definitely.
to he was like Odin is with us, and it's like
Well, that was like, I don't
is
think
this
that
a
was
yeah that's the
assassin.
thing like is this a Viking game or is this an Assassin's Creed game? Is it
Well, I'm,
you know it's
yeah,
kind of it does it. I feel like the games they they have like good themes and then they just slap on Assassin's Creed and then they're like he has a hidden blade. But the whole point is to
yeah,
sell more because as soon as you put Assassin's Creed on it, it immediately sells more copies. So
no, yeah, that is true. I think they're gonna have a lot more Assassin's Creed like features in this, though. You know?
yeah, because they're gonna cut down on that. When I saw Origins like map, I was like, "What the hell? How am I supposed to do anything on this map? It's huge." And then
Yeah,
like they're like after the first area where they have you like move over to Alexandria or whatever, they just they just teleport you over to a different like section of
yeah,
the map, and it's like, well, why did you set it all the
yeah.
way over there? Why is my
You
home
know,
across the map?
yeah. I think one of the best maps done right was in Red Dead Redemption 2. I never fast traveled once until the only time I had to fast travel was when they make you do in the story. But after that, I never fast traveled just because the world was so beautiful. And I would
Mm.
always just ride to every location.
I haven't played that, but I feel like there's a lot to
Really,
do in Red Dead. Like
dude,
I
that's
see people like hunting, and it's like that's a thing you might do, just for
no, yeah, you
yeah.
can fish. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is easily like the most like advanced game ever made. I would say the most complex.
I'll
Just
probably
the
have to play
level
it
of
sometime.
you have to. The level of detail is insane. Like if you don't take a bath, people like smell you and everything. Like your beard grows. If you eat too much, you get fatter and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Like if you kill like a dog or something or like a deer, you go back to a few days later, be like rotting and stuff
You
like
know, I
that.
want like a triple A like a really well done survival game that kind of
Yeah,
looks like Red Dead.
yeah, no,
I,
like
f- I don't know why.
I
I feel like
remember.
they. Although like all survival games kind of get tedious after a while, so maybe
Yeah,
I don't actually want that.
yeah, I remember this one player. I think robbed us. I don't know if he robbed a store, but he like shot a guy in the leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he came back a few days later, and the guy had a peg leg.
Huh.
Like
That's funny.
that's crazy. Though, like the amount of detail they put into that game and the story. Oh my god, so good. Like you just relate to like Arthur Morgan. He's like, you think he's a bad guy, but in reality, he's a good guy at heart, and he's
Mm-hmm.
always questioning himself, like, am I a bad guy, or can I truly be a good man?
Mm-hmm.
And but he's surrounded by like most of the people are like bad people, and sets up like the first game with John Marston and everything. Like it's cool to see all these characters come back together and see like the origin story of Red Dead Redemption One.
So it's a sequel that's a prequel.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
exactly. Yeah, but it's so good though. I really wish that they remastered Red Dead Redemption One and put it on like the PC
Mm.
and like cons and like PS4 and Xbox One. So I don't think you can get Red Dead Redemption 1 on the PC.
No, I think it was just consoles.
Yeah, like Red Dead Redemption 2's on like PC now.
Mm.
But like, why not Red Dead Redemption 1? Because I'm like, I would want to play Red Dead Redemption 2 and then go
Red, red,
straight
red.
into 1.
Tongue tied.
Like, that would just be so cool. And the music is so nice too.
Mm.
Highly recommend that game. But you would need a very, very powerful computer though. So hopefully you have
I
that.
think Mike can handle that.
Alright, because it's like one of the most graphically intensive games.
Yeah, it
Like if you
looks like
take a
it.
picture, like it could look like real life almost. Like if you, like the scenery and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just absolutely insane.
I don't know if it's what is it? I don't know if it has something to do with like Bitcoin farming or whatever, but graphics cards are obscenely expensive now.
No, yeah, it's crazy. Like you,
It's ridiculous. Like I have a 970, and when I bought it, I think it was like 250, and that's like the night like the 70 part of it is like they're somewhat higher end cards.
mm-hmm.
But if you go out and check like the 1070 or the 2070 now, I guess they are like 350, like $400. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
Bitcoin
No,
ruined it.
no,
Uh,
yeah, it's crazy. Like, PC players like will make fun of like console people for having like bad consoles, but like they're spending like up to 2K on a PC. Like it's
that's
absolutely
excessive.
insane.
That is excessive. Yeah.
Like, but with console, it's only like 400 now. Like you get a PS4 for like
Yeah, but
200 and
okay, yeah, but
Xbox.
the new ones are gonna be like 500. They're just
Yeah, no, they will be 500, but still
yeah,
so much cheaper than
it
like
is.
paying a PC though.
Yeah.
To run the exact same
Although to be
game.
fair, I've had I think the same computer through the whole PS4 life cycle or PS4 or Xbox One life cycle, but they've
Hmm.
had to like make new versions of those. Whereas like
No,
my
yeah,
one PC's fine, and now they're gonna come up with new ones, and I think mine's
I mean,
still gonna outlive the new ones. You know?
yeah, I mean, I still have the base PC, the original one, since like
Oh,
you
geez, you
know.
just have like a simple computer, like a Dell.